Hello, 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 hello. My name is Claire. Welcome back to my channel, Cool Claire ASMR. For today's video, I will be hosting a ASMR art class just for you. So, let's chill together. Since Valentine's Day is coming up pretty soon, I wanted to do a Valentine's Day DIY card for that special someone in your life. Could be a significant other, a friend, a crush, who knows. Alright. So today we will be making this adorable little penguin, What'll You Be My Valentine card. But before we get into creating that card together, let me tell you what you will need. You will need 4 different colors of construction paper: black, white, red, and pink. These are for the penguin, and then these are for the hearts, so these could be any color that you want, but I chose traditional Valentine's Day colors of red and pink. You will also need scissors, a compass, a hole punch, a glue stick, yarn in the color of your choosing. I have this nice bright pink. And last but not least, a couple writing utensils. I chose black and red to write my message out. Alright. Let's get into the craft. Alright. Let's get started. So first up, we are going to take our compass and create the body of our penguin with the black construction paper. So I'm going to adjust my compass here to be about 2 inches for the head of the penguin. Okay, and I'm going to turn it horizontally like so, and create, just make sure I have enough room. Okay, create the head here. And you can of course freehand draw your penguin body if you would like, but I'm using the compass for a little bit more precision. And I will link the website I got this idea from below because they had one you could print out. So, okay, and now I'm going to bring it back down here and go almost to 3 inches for the body. Or maybe I just will go to 3 inches. Like there. Okay. And then we're going to kind of go to almost to the end of the circle to draw the body. And you can churn the paper to use the compass easier, but I just feel like that'll make a lot of noise, so I'm not doing that. Okay, so we're finished with that. You're gonna see my 2 circles there, and then we're gonna draw some wings for our friend. So, I'm just gonna kind of do that to kind of even wings, which they're really not. Let's see. There, that's a little better. Okay. So that's the body of our penguin. He's just kind of a little chubby guy. Okay. So I'm going to cut between the two circles. I'm going to kind of just not exactly cut out the circle, just kind of go past to make a little curve there. So, do you have any plans for Valentine's Day? I personally do not. I believe it is on a Monday, but the weekend before I'm working, so I'm sure I won't be doing anything except going to work. But that's okay. I still might just get some candy and watch a movie, that sort of thing. There's our body. Okay. So we're just going to kind of clean this up a little bit. I have some kind of rough edges from using these big old scissors, because I still haven't found my little kids' craft scissors yet. I probably just need to go get another pair. Okay, I feel like that is pretty good. So now we're going to take our white piece of paper and lay it horizontally and put our penguin on there. And then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace the body. Like so. Just a very rough tracing of it. Does not need to be precise really at all, just so you have a decent representation of how big the body of the penguin is. Okay. And now we're going to draw a heart for the face of our penguin. Like that. I want it a little bit wider, because we're going to write a message on his belly, so we do want it big enough for the message. So like that. Kind of this middle line here. Okay. I'm happy with my middle line here. So, as you can see, it's like an elongated heart shape. And let's cut that out. that. Okay. So now we're gonna measure that out and see how we like it. And I'm going to kind of clean up the sides a little bit. Like that. Okay, just a little bit thinner. But I'm happy with that. So before we glue it down, we're going to kind of plan where we want the eyes to be. So one there and one there. And then this is where our hole puncher comes into play. So I'm just going to hole punch my little pencil marks out. Okay. Just erase overlay there. Okay, perfect. So we are going to then glue this down. Okay. What is your favorite Valentine's Day or romantic comedy movie? My favorite romantic comedy is When Harry Met Sally, and that is kind of an older movie, but it's really, really good. And if you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It was on HBO Max the last time I watched it, so if you have HBO Max, check it out. Okay, so anyway, we're going to try to straighten that out a little bit. Get our body on there. Get the glue off of it. Because one thing about me is I will get the glue just everywhere. There we go. The starts of Mr. Penguin here. So now we're going to take our orange. We're done with the compass. We will need our hole puncher for later so we can set it off to the side. So now we need the orange. And as you can see from my testing cards, I just cut the corner. So I'm going to cut the corner for a little beak for our guy here. And that's pretty much it. I like the way that one is. So it's just up to your own personal artistic vision how big you want the beak to be, but I find it easier just to snip the corner off. Okay. So there's his little face. Perfect. So next I am going to make a little hearts for his cheeks. So I'm going to take this darker red, I think, and I'm just going to fold it in half, like so. And we're going to go to the top here and just make 2 little tiny hearts. Just like that. Just draw a little half heart right on the fold, like so. This is a classic technique to get a nice even heart. And then we're just going to cut those out right on the corner. So I sent one of my friends one of my practice cards I did for this video, and she sent me back a heart-shaped dog card that she made in elementary school, and I feel like I made that one too, but obviously we went to school in the same area growing up, so you know, the teachers were probably all borrowing ideas from each other. So that could be another cute one that you make for someone else or do with your kids. But I liked this penguin because it felt right with our cool community of chill people, as I am just calling us now for the first time. But it does go with the whole cool theme my channel has going on. So there's his two cute little heart rosy cheeks. So we're just going to glue those down and set that paper off to the side because we will need it here shortly. And you can also just draw the heart cheeks on if you would like, but I think using the construction paper just adds a little extra finesse to it. So now I'm going to very lightly sketch out my message. So we're going to ask our person if they will be our significant other, but instead of will you, oh, that is bad handwriting. Instead of will, we're going to say waddle because it's a penguin. You could also say you're so cool, I love you, that sort of thing. Any sort of like cold message. Waddle, you be, and ignore my bad cursive. What'll you be my, and then we're going to spell out Valentine with the hearts. So I'm going to move this down a little bit. What'll you, like that. What'll you be my, and then we're just going to lightly erase all of it, just so I can write over it with my red paint marker without too much of the pencil mark showing through. A little bit will show through, but that's okay with me. And my neighbors are being very noisy right now, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. So. Waddle. You be my, what'll you be my, and I'm writing, oh frick. Oh no, why am I like this? Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it because I have this. That'll probably just make it worse right now because it's not dry. But we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. But anyway, I'm writing my message now because we're going to have the penguin holding a string of hearts spelling out Valentine and trying to write the main message after we do that part will be a little bit more difficult, so that's why I'm doing it now. And yeah, don't hit the paint marker until it's dry all the way, kids. Learn from my mistake. Okay. Anyway, I have a plan to fix that later, but we're just going to move on for the time being. So I need a total of 10 hearts for this. And I'm going to alternate with the red and the pink. So we're going to make these a little bigger than the ones on his cheeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's cut those out. So again, we just drew the half hearts right on the fold of our construction paper like we did before. So we're just going to do that 10 more times. But I think this card is really sweet, and penguins definitely aren't like your super cheesy Valentine's Day thing, so I feel like it's a little bit more unique for a card. And of course has lots of the cheesy hearts though, so I love Valentine's Day just because I love, you know, taking a little extra special time for important people in my life, but also just that there's hearts and candy everywhere. I mean, who could hate that? I'm sure a lot of people do actually, but I don't know. I quite enjoy it and think it's nice. So if you're watching this, you probably feel the same way. Okay, one more. Okay. There's our 5 red hearts, so we can be done with this paper now. Now we're going to take the pink and do the same and just fold it in half. And we're going to draw 5 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there is our 10 lovely hearts. So I'm going to take my hearts and just kind of get a general idea of how I want them spaced apart on my string, like so. They need to be fairly close together. Like that. So pretty close together. We're going to take our string and get a pretty generous piece here because we are going to be tying knots on our heart, so we need a little extra string. But first, I'm going to punch a hole in our penguin's hand here, like so. And I'm going to tie my string. And I'm going to tape or glue my heart over that, like so. And I am going to punch a hole in this heart as well. I want to run the string through it. But instead of tying this first one we're just going to glue it down right here, like so. So then the string will neatly come through like that. Okay, so we're just gonna punch our hole in the left corner of each heart like that. Careful not to get on the edge too much. So we're gonna just keep doing this until we have them all on there. And we determine they have to be pretty close together. So we're gonna kind of pick our little spot here. And you could glue them all down, like that's totally a way to get it to like stay a little better, but I'm definitely going to just glue the first couple and then let the others free hang. So that's my loose plan here. And then we're going to spell out Valentine with the hearts. There is some method to the madness here. And I feel like this is one of my more quote-unquote advanced crafts I've done. So, you know, definitely one to do with your kids with a lot of assistance, since there's a lot of different like tools and things going on. But I don't know, some kids are very naturally inclined to this sort of thing, so maybe they do a better job than me. Who knows? Okay, we're checking back in at the end here, so you didn't have to watch me struggle through that whole thing. Also, my phone battery is low, so I had to give my little phone a rest there. We're going to punch a hole on this side of the penguin as well. And I did end up gluing some of them down because they just weren't like sitting right for me or whatever. But I will show you which ones I did that to. Okay. So we're going to go like that. So tie here. Okay. And double knot it. Okay. Perfect. Then we're going to glue it like that to cover that up. Oh my gosh, okay. Or kind of be right on top of the knot. Either way, that's fine. That's fine. Cut all this extra off. Okay. I think I am going to glue that one down as well. I glued these two, that one, and then the top two, but then I think I'm going to leave the rest just kind of free-flowing, just to give it some movement. Okay, now we're going to spell out Valentine's, and I'm just going to use a black Sharpie. So, Valentine, B, kind of mess that up a little bit because it's covering, but it's fine. It's fine, I guess. A, L, come on, L, E, N, T, I, N, E, question mark, boop. Okay, there we go. Now, he's almost finished. Just have to fix my little problem mistake here. my white gel pen now that it's a little bit more dry. But I am going to take this and kind of do some of these to make it seem like, that's part of it. That's fine. That belongs. And that's improvisation. Alright. So there we go. I feel like I could definitely kind of tuck the string behind it like that. But to make the card aspect, you can fold his little wings in. So it's like that. There is our finished piece. Thank you so much for crafting this card with me today. I hope you have a very happy Valentine's Day and have a good night, good night, good night, good day, good day, good day, goodbye, goodbye.